Today's lecture is on physico-chemical properties of milk. Physical state of milk. Water is the continuous phase in which the other constituents of milk are either dissolved or suspended. Lactose and mineral salts are found in solution, proteins in colloidal suspension, while fat as an emulsion. Acidity and pH of milk. Milk is an excellent buffer because it contains proteins, phosphates, bicarbonates, and citrate. So first, acidity. Freshly drawn milk is amphoteric to litmus. Amphoteric means it turns red litmus to blue and blue litmus to red. The milk shows the presence of certain acidity, which can be determined by titration with an alkali in presence of an pH indicator. This acidity, which is determined by the process of titration, is called as titrable acidity, which is also called as natural acidity or apparent acidity. And this natural acidity or apparent acidity is caused by the presence of casein, acid phosphates, citrates, which are found in milk. The natural acidity of individual milk varies considerably, which depends upon different factors. These factors include species of the mammal, breed, individuality, stage of lactation, physiological condition of the udder, while the natural acidity of fresh milk is much more uniform in nature. The titrable acidity of cow milk varies on an average from 0.13 to 0.14%. The titrable acidity of buffalo milk ranges from 0.14 to 0.15%. The developed or real acidity is due to the production of acid such as lactic acid, which is produced by bacteria when they utilize the lactose. So lactose is converted to lactic acid and that acidity is developed by the bacteria. Therefore, it is called as developed acidity or real acidity. The titrable acidity is expressed as a percentage of lactic acid. pH. pH of normal fresh milk usually varies, which depends upon the species of the mammal. The pH of cow milk ranges from 6.4 to 6.6, while the pH of buffalo milk ranges from 6.7 to 6.8. So the normal milk is slightly acidic in nature. The pH of milk is either increase or decrease depending upon the condition of the mammal. pH changes to alkaline when that mammal is suffering from the udder infection, that is mastitis. Milk pH change to alkaline in case of late period of lactation. Decrease in pH of the milk is observed when that milk is stand for a long period at a moderate temperature, during which the bacteria present in the milk can ferment the carbohydrate, that is lactose, convert lactose into lactic acid, which results in decrease in milk pH and souring of the milk. Density and specific gravity. The density and specific gravity of milk may be determined by either determining the weight of a known volume or the volume of a known weight. The weight of a known volume may be determined with the help of hydrostatic balance, while the volume of known weight is determined by using lactometers. If the milk sample is pure, then the lactometer will float in the milk. But if that milk is impure or adulterated, then lactometer sink in the milk. Milk is heavier than water. So the average specific gravity ranges at 60 degree Fahrenheit from 1.028 to 1.030 for cow's milk. It ranges from 1.030 to 1.032 for buffalo milk, and for skim milk it ranges from 1.035 to 1.037. The specific gravity of milk is influenced by the proportion of the constituents of the milk. The specific gravity of water is 1. For fat, it is 0.93. For proteins, 1.346. For lactose, 1.666. For salts, 4.23. And for solid not fats, 1.616. When that milk is diluted with water, then the specific gravity of the milk decreases because of the dilution of the solids present in milk. Test. Normal characteristic milky test. The test of the milk may change due to different causes. When the organisms present in the milk, during the spoilage of the milk, they convert sugar, that is lactose, into the lactic acid, which results in increase in acidity, which is called as a souring of the milk. Due to certain biochemical changes and by evaporation of volatile fatty acid, the milk taste changed to boiling. Due to increase in the percentage of chloride, that is late stage of lactation. And when there is a presence of the udder infection, which is called as a mastitis, which results into the inflammation of udder, which changes the taste of milk. Freezing point of milk. Freezing point means it is the temperature at which the liquid milk freezes or crystallizes. Milk freezes at temperature slightly lower than of water because of the presence of the soluble constituents in milk, which includes lactose, soluble salts, which lower or depress the freezing point of milk. The freezing point of cow or buffalo milk ranges from minus 0.53 to minus 0.57 degrees Celsius with an average of minus 0.55 degrees Celsius. Color of milk. The color of the milk depends upon the colloidal casein particles as well as it depends upon the fat globules which are dispersed in the milk, and both the casein as well as the fat globules scatters the light. The color of the milk is also depends upon the pigments which are present in the milk, particularly the carotene, and to some extent xanthophyll, which imparts a yellowish tinge to the milk. The color of cow milk is yellowish to creamy white, while the color of buffalo milk is usually creamy white. Flavor. Flavor is composed of the smell, that is the odor, and the taste. The flavor of milk is a blend of the sweet taste of lactose and salty taste of minerals. The phospholipids, fatty acids, and fat which are present in the milk also contribute to the flavor. Changes in the flavor of milk occurs due to the type of the feed, season, stage of lactation, condition of udder, sanitation during milking, and subsequent handling of milk during storage. Boiling point. The boiling point of milk is 100.5 degrees Celsius, which is more than the water due to the presence of dissolving substances. Cream line formation. When milk left at room temperature, the fat globules which are present in the milk, they are clumped together at the surface of the container and form a cream line. So the physico-chemical properties of the milk includes physical state of milk, acidity and pH of milk, density and specific gravity, test of pill, freezing point of milk, color of milk, flavor, boiling point of milk and cream line formation. References. Thank you.